Scoobert Doobert, one of the greatest and most attractive characters ever thought up. He can run at sonic speed, take out enemies in a flash, and best of all, he's brown-colored and knows how to handle the villains. Speaking of villains, the Scooby universe might also be classified as Hot Ghost Heaven, which makes everybody love the franchise even more. So, without further ado, here's the top 5 hottest Scooby-Doo villains. Number 5. The Caveman. Check out this hot bod. The Caveman from Scooby-Doo episode Scooby's Night with a Frozen Fright is certainly one of the gang's top 5 hotties. I mean, just look at this guy go. No shirt, no shoes, no problem. And look at Scooby and the gang. Those rascals, they're barely even running away. I guess you can't blame them with all that hot mess coming after them, especially with a big club. Kinda makes you wonder what's going on underneath that little cloth, if you catch my continental drift. But that's not all. I mean, who could top someone who has long blob hair? Number 4. The Witch Doctor. Hey ho, it's the Witch Doctor. Wearing a big mask and named after a stereotypical native spiritual role without his consent, the Witch Doctor is one hot dude. I mean, in his first appearance, he covers himself in a fiery glow and demands to be taken seriously. If that's not hot, in more ways than one, then I don't know what is. But overall, he's a character who hardly does a thing except beg his own visitors to leave. He also relies on everybody else, like this giant wooden guy, and that's why he only lands on the 4th spot of this list. Number 3. Captain Cutler. What's better than having a hot villain with a suit and a mask? How about a hot villain with a suit and a mask and a seaweed-covered golden glowing form? The Ghost of Captain Cutler, another Scooby-Doo exclusive, has that feature. He's smart, knows exactly what to do as a spooky ghost, and even scared Shaggy once. He's also the guy of Velma's dreams. Lucky her. His older self in the movies is just downright hot. Just look at that harpoon gun. Now we're talking. Number 2. Miner 49er. There's a lot to say about this character. He's got a big brown hat, he's the epitome of style, the only character to live in a mine, brave and athletic, the most physical villain, and is like a father to his pickaxe. The Miner 49er is a semi-perfect example of a love interest, although there were some times when he really snapped and acted like a lunatic. But overall, Miner 49er really stands out amongst the slew of villains, not just because he's a sexy old man, or that he wears a big hat, but because in the show, he grew really long hair and chose to live in a dark tunnel, becoming its king. So you've seen a prehistoric hunk, a witch, an underwater man, and even a miner. Who could possibly top all of these sexy villains? Well, get ready, folks. This is the number 1 hottest Scooby-Doo villain. Number 1. Space Kook. If anybody denies it, how dare you? His ship can fly, he's as strong as Knuckles, and he's a scary ghoul terrifying other characters into getting what he wants. Instead of scaring one person, he scares 2, Shaggy and Scooby the dog. Being a dangerous space ghost, he's only interested in one thing, money, especially from selling cheap farmland. There was even a scene where you got to see his bony chest, but it was censored. What a price to pay. I think the best part about this hunk is that he wears a big clunky metal suit that you can use in space. These different traits make Space Kook triumph over all the other villains. My hat goes off to you, Hanna-Barbera. You ought to be proud. And there you have it, folks. Those were the hottest Scooby-Doo villains in the Scooby-Doo universe. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you later. Here we go!